no use. It's no use. I found it in the props department this afternoon. I've been trying to keep up. Only another 4 squares, I've got a complete side. Do you know, the only people that can do these things are kids and loonies. Here, kids take about 7 minutes, loonies 15 seconds. You want one done, give it to a loony. How did you do that? Actually, I can do them, really, to be honest. It takes me about half an hour. What you do is peel off all the colours. It's fatal, you know, when people catch you doing these things, because, like, all the smart bums in the world, and they all make it known that they can do it, you know. 6 minutes, you know. 3 minutes, 42 seconds. I can do 2 at once. I've got this uncle, 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Ooh, doesn't everybody know it? He's a right pain, you know. How you going, mate? 2 minutes, 10 seconds, all right? I fixed him. I bought 2 Rubik cubes, and I took the orange off the one and the white off the other, and I swapped them over. Gave him the one with 10 white squares on. He couldn't get his hat on. I used to be able to do it in 3 minutes. Come on, it's 2 months now. I know. Nurse says I can call back next week. Okay. And when you do Rubik cubes, you get very odd side effects, you know. Yeah. I mean, for a start, you get Rubik squint. Yeah. 4 a.m. in the morning. And you get Rubik wrist as well. For like, you go in the office in the morning, then you're going, blimey, my wrist hurts. You're way ahead, aren't you? That sort of audience. Oh, dear. I do feel inadequate with kids. Yes. Oh, thank you. Yeah. We've got sun readers, I know. What does inadequate mean? I do feel inadequate with kids' toys because I have the greatest difficulty trying to play with them, for a start. I mean, kids are taught all about sort of microchips and computers from day one, aren't they? And I mean, it's natural to them. It's taken me 8. I've just got the tennis game sorted out. You know, the blip. Blip, blip. That throws me. Blip, blip. A Space Invaders. Imagine what I'm like with Space Invaders. It's like, I dread the kids asking me to play Space Invaders. You know, you're going to play Space Invaders, Dad? Oh, no, you know. I'll go first. Okay. And they're there for an hour, you know. Your turn, Dad. Okay. Quick, Dad, you only got one left. Move to the right. And they've got it back for an hour, haven't they? The latest video game you can buy is of you and your kid on the screen playing Space Invaders, and you've got to exterminate the brat before he beats you. I tried to practice in secret, you know. I went to one of these amusement arcades. You're not letting on your be, no? They're not exactly Christian Science reading rooms, are they? there was this Space Invader machine, right? And I put my money in, and I just stood there transfixed because this spaceship came out and it split into two, and two modules came in from the side and started spraying everything with colour, and things kept appearing and odd sounds like. And I was waiting to play, and suddenly this thing came up with "Game Over" on it. Started kicking the machine. Come on, you bloody thing! You know, well, it works at home, you know, with a telly. And this attendant came over and tried to force me head down the coin slot. I don't remember much else, but I can tell you this: there ain't much space inside a Space Invader. You can get all sorts of space video games, you know, for different people. There's a Sun Readers video game. All the invaders appear going... There's a gay video game. You know the invaders are there, but you have to wait for them to come out the closet. And there's a brand new one out this week for the special branch. It shows a vast expanse of desert, and they have to find Mark Thatcher. Whatever happened to Ludo? When will we have time to play games? I mean, that's another question, because I was quite worried to see in the week they're going to do away with Sunday closing. Yeah. There's going to be 7 days unrestricted opening of shops. Right? Why? Well, it's for the people who are too busy to shop all the other days of the week. Like people who work in shops. I wonder what steps the church will take to combat this loss in the congregation. Yeah, I've been thinking of it. I mean, they're going to have the work cut out now. They're going to have to meet the challenge head on, take on the supermarkets at their own game, you know. The church will have to be more commercial. They'll have to open up on a Wednesday afternoon and have a half-day Sabbath. Construct special hyper-churches with drive-in confessionals that have special weekly offers like adultery reduced to 2 Hail Marys and an hour sweeping up the wedding confession. Fast service, absolution with free oil change, and vacuum-packed loaves and fishes serves 5,000. I mean, of course, with Sunday trading, you know what this means, don't you? Eh? Supermarkets are going to be full of Sunday drivers. Right? Yeah, there he'll be with his missus dawdling down the aisle, pushing his British Leyland trolley, complete with the net curtains and nodding poodle in the back. I'll be blocking up all the intersections, you know, admiring the views of the Vesta beef curries and the Brillo soap pads. Everybody's behind, getting really frustrated, trying to overtake and crashing into the shreddies. And I'll pull over to the baked bean section and get out the picnic table and the chairs, and Barry Manilow bloody blaring out the trailer. And they find the poodles escaped and started to worry the lamb cutlets. Sunday shop in hypermarkets. There seems to be no end to what you can buy.
You can't refuse. We have. That's why we're throwing our doors wide open. Floors and floors of top value, top secrets. We're giving them away. Rolls and rolls of microfilm, drastically reduced. Acres and acres of undercover intelligence. The way we're letting them go, we ought to be shocked. Double agents. Buy one, get one free. Codes never to be repeated. All guaranteed unbreakable. Yes, it's the biggest clear-out ever.
MI5!
Branches at Cheltenham, Whitehall, Cheltenham and Cheltenham.
There you go. Of course, MI5 have been very busy this week looking for Geoffrey Howe's trousers. They found them next door at number 10. Mrs. Thatcher was wearing them. 2 quite astonishing items caught my eye this week, and they are perfectly true, honestly. We haven't made them up. According to John Craven's News Round... You haven't heard the best yet. An American scientist has discovered that 80% of the world's methane pollution is caused by cows and ants breaking wind. Check with the BBC if you don't believe me. I mean, I can understand cows, but ants? It finally struck me. I mean, you know when you observe an ant's nest and it's all quiet and they suddenly come running out the hole? It's the little puff of dust before they come out. And I just can't resist showing you this ad that appeared in the Daily Telegraph a few days ago. It was an appeal on behalf of Help the Aged, endorsed by Nicholas Parsons, with this quite remarkable headline. Very self-effacing, Nicholas, but a touch too modest, I think. And there's more bad news, I'm afraid, Nick. Carrott's Lib has now got its very own brand of quiz game.
Come this way, Dickie, come this way, Dickie, come this way, Dickie. Now then, it's big money time on the rules of the game. Nervous? Don't be. You've done so well so far. Anyway, just stand there. No, not there, not there, not like that, not like that. Stand there. Watch me. Relax. Now then, Dickie, you know the rules and you know how to play. But I'll just run quickly through the rules for the people who don't know. When you hear this sound, it means you've answered the question correctly. When you hear this sound, it means you can double up your points. When you hear this sound, it means you've got 10 seconds left to answer the question. When you hear this sound, it's double bonus time. When you hear this sound, it means the machine's broken down. With it so far, old friend, old chum, old mate, gets a little bit more complicated now. When you smell this, that smell tells you it's double money time. And when you smell this, it means you've lost all your bonus. Well, Dickie, old chum, old friend, let's hope we won't be smelling that too many times tonight. Okay, Dickie, with it so far, right. Don't be tense. When I tip you around the ear like this, it means you've won the coffee percolator. When I kick you in the knee, you have won a fabulous video recorder. If I stab you in the eye, it means I'm insane. When I stab you in the back of the neck, it means I'm sorry for stabbing you in the arm. And when I grab you and throw you on the ground and start pummeling you in the face like this, that means, Dickie, that means, Dickie, you've won tonight's Star Prize. Okay, Dickie, come here. Not there. There. You stand there. Right, Dickie. Okay, are you sure of the rules, or would you like to run through them one more time? Okay, fine, great, that's wonderful. Okay, Dickie, are you ready? Question 1. And that sound means we've run out of time. I'm so sorry, Dickie. Off you go. Let's go.
I think we should finish. No. Hi, Mark. How are you? How's the car? I really think we should finish. Oh, no, I won't do. Mark, I think we should call it a day. That's it. Be firm. Tell him exactly how you feel. Hello? Now listen. Don't say anything. Just listen, all right? Now, this isn't going to be very easy for me, and I didn't want to do it over the phone, but I've given it a lot of thought, and I've made a decision. I think we should split. Now, let's be honest about this. It's just sexual, you know? It's just sex, and I know it's good sex, and exciting and mind-blowing. But there's got to be more to a relationship than just doing it. Constantly. I mean, we're at it all the time. And let's face it, outside of bed or the back of your father's car, well, there isn't very much to build a relationship. Ah, well, is your son there then, Mr. Johnston?
This Sunday, in the news of the world, we expose the parasites who live off prostitution. Blue movies. Porno bookshops. Massage parlours. And kinky sex. Yes, this Sunday, in the news of the world, we expose the news of the world. Only in the news of the world, this Sunday.
All right, settle down, class, settle down. Now, today we're going to take a look at the facts of life.
Oh, no, sir.
No, not sex education.
We've done that, sir.
Nothing like that. Now, we've all reached a responsible age where I think we can talk sensibly about work. Now, that's enough! That's just a sort of puerile sniggering you should have grown out of by now. There is nothing dirty or smutty about work. All right? All right!
Yes, sir.
Now then, can anyone tell me where jobs come from?
Sir, from under a gooseberry bush.
No, sir, the stalk brings them.
No, sir, you get them from the job centre.
That's kid stuff. You don't still believe that, do you? I mean, jobs just don't happen, you know. Now look, listen. A worker and an employer, well, they sort of get together. But if you'd like to turn to page 47 of your textbooks, you'll see diagrams depicting certain various basic positions for getting work.
Look at this one, look, he's on his knees.
That is called the submissionary position, Mark. In that one, that particular one, the employer is on top. But they can change positions.
Sir, I can't imagine my dad and his boss doing that.
There's nothing unnatural about it, Kay.
Sir, do you work?
Yes, I think it's perfectly natural. It's a perfectly healthy activity. And one which you yourselves will experience one day.
Oh, no.
What?
Never.
I can't see us doing that, sir.
No, on second thoughts, you're probably right, yeah.
Hello again. This is Dave. Dave, the cardboard box. Do you remember what Dave did last week? That's right. He had a vasectomy. And you know, it worked. Dave hasn't had any children for a whole week now. Nice one. But this week, Dave's working as a lifeguard at the local swimming baths. Hi, Dave. How's it going? You're looking really good up there in the chair, Dave. I bet all those nubile young school children think so, too. Everyone admires a lifeguard. Oh, steady on, boys and girls. Let's try to behave like adults, shall we? It's all right, Dave. They're probably just trying to get your attention. See what I mean? I think that girl really is in trouble, Dave. Yes, I do believe she's drowning. Better do something quick. Come on, Dave. What are you waiting for? Hurrah! Well, of all the cheap tricks, she wasn't drowning at all. What a minx. I blame it on the parents. Dave, what are you doing? You can come out of the water now. Dave, shame on you. You can't even swim. Well, that'll teach you to lie to the job centre. See you next week in the spin dryer.
Barbara Lombard, you have abused your position of being an international film star. A film actress, no matter how famous, is not above the law. Therefore, I sentence you to 25 years in the state penitentiary. Have you anything to say?
Oh, God. I really wasn't expecting this. I don't know what to say. Well, it's an old cliche. I'll try and make this quick, but, this sentence doesn't just belong to me. It belongs to all the brilliant, brilliant people who helped to send me down. I want to thank Bob Craig, the arresting officer, who is not only an awesomely talented policeman, but he's also a very warm and a very open human being. Thanks, Bob. I want to thank Diane Friedberg, that wonderful, wonderful lady who walked along that identity parade and picked out little old me. I love you, Diane. And it goes without saying. I want to thank all the members of the jury who voted for me to be put away. And finally, I want to thank Ma and Pa, who I know would dearly love to have been here tonight, and without whom none of this would have been possible. But after all, it was them I axed to death. So good night, everybody. Good night. Thank you very much. Bob Craig, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Bob Craig. Bob Craig.
Number, please. Operator. Give me information. Information. Give me long distance. Long distance. Give me operator information. Give me Jesus. On the line. Operator information. I'd like to speak to there is a number. Faith is the exchange. And heaven is the street. And Jesus is his name. Operator information. Please give me Jesus. Give me Jesus on the line. Operator information. 100. Tell me why. Operator information. Won't you give me the number to call? Mother is the number. When I was very small, and every time she dialed it, she always got a call. Operator information. Please give me Jesus on the line. Everybody, we are 14 Carrott Soul, and we're coming to you 14 Carrott Live. We want to thank Jasper Carrott for having us here on his show for our first television appearance in London. And we also want to thank you, because you made our stay here so great since we've been here. So right now, I'm just going to ask you to clap your hands, stomp your feet, do whatever you like, because it makes us feel good too. Operator information, please give me Jesus on the line. Operator information. Please hurry if you can. Operator information. Won't you connect me with the man? Don't worry about the money, or I will pay the charge. Just give me all the Jesus on the line. Jesus on the line. Jesus on the
Thank you very much. That's 14 Carrott Soul. I'll go a long way with a name like that, I'll tell you. While working on this show, I spend a good deal of my time staying here in London. Hampstead, to be precise. Yes, which is to say the least. It's a most odd place, isn't it? well, obviously Londoners know, but for those of you who don't, it's basically an area full of wealthy trendies who've spent fortunes doing up workers' terrace cottages to live in, while the council spend a fortune buying up all the Victorian mansions they used to live in, and further fortunes converting them into flats and bedsitters for people who used to live in workers' terrace cottages and have no place to live. I think that makes sense. And I've been walking around. I've never seen so many ecology reception areas. I mean, there's bottle banks and waste paper dumps, a place for recycling hush puppies. Into clothes, that's the thing. And, I mean, you'd think it was a pretty safe area to live in, right, until you start to walk round, right? Now, there's no danger of being mugged. In Hampstead, you get jogged. Thousands of them. You're minding your own business, strolling along, when suddenly round the corner comes a pack of slavering, possessed joggers, you know, like, threatening to trample you underfoot with their Sebco road sneakers. Unless you're prepared to take your chance and throw yourself off the pavement under a bus. Just like the sculptors, poets, oil painters, they all wear Harrods tracksuits and Gucci training shoes, and there's really rich joggers like actors who keep telling us why they read The Guardian. People who are heads of charity organisations, and fabulously rich joggers who are actually the geezers who own the shops selling all the jogging gear. What I can't understand is why they jog, right? I mean, they say they want to lose weight. Right? And then they set off for a 3-mile run through the traffic, right? And they gulp in great lungfuls of leaded fumes and arrive home 5 pounds heavier than when they left. You realise that jogging means a slow, painful death, yeah? I mean, for really quick results, they ought to take up squash, right? Instant heart attack time. Yeah? Squash rooms are full of 40-year-old blokes writing out suicide notes. Every squash court has a plaque of honour for the people who've fallen. Charles Bronson's new film, Death Wish 8, it centres round Bronson tricking all the muggers and rapists to play squash. The death scenes are horrifying. Oxygen! I was thinking that jogging is about the one sport they don't cover on television. I'm surprised, because it's boring enough. It'll fit in well with chess and crown bowls, wouldn't it? I love the slow-motion replays on crown bowls. They're actually faster than the original action. When you think about sport on TV, it does become slightly disconcerting. I mean, for instance, televised golf actually means hours and hours of televised Sky. That's a wonderful drive from Langer. It's pushed to the left, or is it pulled to the right, or is it down the centre? We don't know. All the camera crew are ex-World War II spotlight operators. There are 4 channels now competing with each other to find minority sports that hardly anyone knows about. Yeah, you know, those almost forgotten, obscure pastimes that could lead to massive viewer appeal, like football. Yeah, what a financial state that's in. I mean, there it is, a massive private business enterprise, totally overstaffed, run by big capitalist industrial moguls who are absolutely clueless, losing millions of pounds every week. It's only a matter of time before they nationalise it. I can wait. Mind you, hardly anything changes with football, though, does it? I mean, you know, it started off several hundreds of years ago with crowds of people kicking a pig's bladder about, to the present day where they now kick the whole policeman. I mean, they do. They blame everybody for the violence, except the Neanderthal men who actually take part. I mean, if they're not blaming the police inciting the crowd with their provocative whistles. It's the old cliche, violence on the pitch breeds violence on the terraces. Right? And the way this works is one player tackles another one and wins the ball, and all the spectators behind the goal stab each other. Stands to reason, doesn't it? And you get the Football League and the FA, and they have all these internal seminars trying to find out why people don't go to football matches. I mean, it's quite simple. They're absolutely scared witless. They're not interested in the fact there's now a choice of 4 crisp flavours in the stadium canteen. They just want to stay alive long enough to eat them. And sport in general has become so aggressive. There's now a move afoot to introduce non-competitive sport. Yeah? The philosophy being that you help the opposition to win, and by losing yourself, you feel so much better. Right? The idea isn't new. It was pioneered years ago by the England football team. It's the mystic East, isn't it? Yes, that's where all this passiveness comes from. I mean, their favourite sport is yoga, right? The complete workout for sloths. You just sit there with your legs round your head thinking, thank God I'm not killing myself playing squash. Even when they do get violent in the East, right, it's all very organised and played by the rules. I mean, there's kung fu, karate, judo. It's full of gentlemanly ritual. I mean, they even tell you what they're going to do to you first, don't they? Means I'm going to lash you so hard with my foot it'll blast the wax out your ears. While you're working that out, he's done it. It's typical Japanese, though, isn't it? They import all these martial arts and haven't the decency to take any of ours. We should make a positive move and export one of our martial arts, like football supporting. Plenty of ritual, but slightly less gentlemanly, you know? Or you're gonna get your chin head kicked in. Rather watching out for your foot, you hit him over the head with a bottle. Then there's the old scarf routine, isn't it? It's a scarf. Oh, we hate Nottingham Forest. We hate Liverpool too. While you're doing that, you hammer him in the grollies. Forget the wax, that'll straighten their eyes out. The only real way to win in sport is to become East European. East Europeans win everything because they indoctrinate all the kids from a very early age. You know, like pregnant mothers feel the baby kicking, it's actually doing a gymnastic floor exercise. And when it's born, it comes out doing a double backflip and pike. And if it scores less than 9.6 from the judges, it has to go back in. Excuse me, I better see what that's about. Are you the immediate response unit? Are you the immediate response unit?
Oh, forget it.
Yes.
Last item of news. The man arrested for chatting up ITN newsreader Selina Scott has been ordered by a magistrate to stay away from her in future. Well, that's all for tonight, so from Selina and myself, good night.
Good night.
Look! Another one!
Thompson, you've been selected for special security duties here at Buckingham Palace.
That's right, sir.
Right, well, we're going to test your security. And we're going to run through a situational, interactional role-play situation.
All right, sir.
We're going to act something out.
Oh. Well, I've never been trained in acting out, sir.
You don't have to be good at acting. You just have to be good at keeping people out of the palace.
Oh, I see.
Right. Now, for the purposes of this exercise, I'm going to pretend to be a passerby.
And I'll pretend to be a policeman.
No. You are a policeman, for God's sake. Just leave the pretending to me.
Right.
I'm going to try and get into the palace. You stop me.
Right.
Right? Ready?
Yes.
Fine. Ah, good evening, Constable. Can I go into the palace? I want to see the Queen.
Certainly, sir. It's that door through there.
What are you letting me in for?
You just asked me to, sir.
It's not me asking you. I'm pretending to be somebody else.
Oh, I see. Well, who are you pretending to be?
Nobody in particular, just anybody.
Oh,
Let's try it again.
right.
Good evening, Constable. Can I go into the palace? I want to see the Queen.
Who are you?
That's good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I am a terrorist.
Oh, terrorist entrance is round the back.
Thompson, are you a total idiot?
No, sir. I'm a policeman.
Don't split hairs, Thompson. You're supposed to be guarding the Queen of England, and there's people wandering in and out of the palace like it's a supermarket, using the back garden as a car park. It's got to stop. Now, you come here, I'll show you. Come here. You be me, I'll be you.
Right, sir. Excuse me, can I come in? I want to see the Queen.
Oh, do you? What's the password?
Wait, I'm from the Daily Mirror. Here's 50 quid.
What was that?
The password!
Fancy another?
I'm seeing Judy tonight.
Doing a spot the old Emlyn, eh?
Oh, no, it's the old Strongbow tonight, the old zoom.
Swift car.
I tell you what, make it quick, I'll have a shot.
2 doubles.
While I'm in love, while I still believe the meaning of love. I keep my dreams and just pretend.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi.
Red Lion?
Great.
That you never meant to end. Too many times I've seen the rose die on the vine. Somebody's heart gets broken, and usually it's mine. I don't want to take the chance of being hurt again. Can't say. So if you wait and find me gone,
I feel lovely.
baby, just get on. You see, I need
Oh,
my
Colin.
It's never happened before.
Mind.
I'm just too.
Think before you drink. before you get your leg over.
Blessed sister should stay quiet, not incite a holy riot. But we might as well turn Protestant if we don't get to see the pontiff. We have told our Mom Superior there'll be midnight mass hysteria. 'Cause his oratory and on your stay make us want to shout all day, holy, holy, holy. As soon as he stepped off the plane, Johnny drove us all insane. His reign in Spain had just begun. They loved the way he kissed the runway. We wanna tell you how we feel when we see you in your Popmobile. You make us jump and you make us squeal in your robes of white and cochineal. So I ain't gonna kneel before a pope, 'cause I ain't got no periscope. We're gonna break our holy vow. We're gonna make an unholy row. Gonna make it now. Gonna make it now. Gonna make it We swapped our holy orders for some Sony Walkman tape recorders. We know we've sinned, but we'll atone. We'll flog ourselves when we get home.
In downtown Brixton, riot has broken out.
Oh no! What are we gonna do? Is this a job for Batman? No! Is this a job for Superman? No! This is a job for Scarman!
It's a good job I've got my 70,000 page report on race relations. Here, Riot, read this.
There ought to be more tolerance between the communities.
Oh no! Riot was too tough for Scarman. Scarman was no good. We need a different approach. This is a job for Newman.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That is the end of the show. And I'd just like to thank you before we go for being a fantastic studio audience. You super. Thank you very much. No, but really, I just can't. Oh, you see how wonderful you are. I love you. I love you all. I think you really, honestly, I think you're fantastic. I love everybody, each and every one of you. I love you all, honestly. Well, not all, obviously. That's emotionally impossible. I love you. See this section here? I love you. I mean, there's no two ways. This section here, I don't love you. I'm sorry about that, but I do like you. I like you ever so much. I mean, you know, I'd have a drink with you any time, but I just wouldn't sleep with you. I mean, this section here, I used to love you, but I'm afraid it's over. I'm sorry. Well, that's life, isn't it? You know, I mean, win some, lose some, but that's the way it is. The 3 rows at the back. Now, now I love you. You know what I mean? purely physical. I mean, let's have no illusions about this. It is purely physical. This 6 rows here, I don't love you because I don't know who you are. Maybe we could get to know each other and then maybe our love would grow. All these people here... I'm sorry, I mean, that's the way it is, you know. You came in, I thought, bunch of wallies. It's true. But my favourites, I'm sorry about this is too timing, I know, but, like, it's these 3 rows here. I mean, I really love you, you know what I mean? I can't show you how much I love... Well, I can. I bought a box of chocolates, and I just thought what I'd like to do is just share them with you. Now, I love you. I really love you. You know what I mean? What are you doing after the show? Eh? I'll have a look round, see if there's anyone else there, and I'll come back to you, all right? There you go. Hello. Just you have a drink. There's something I don't look...